Salutations. Welcome to another installment of your favorite show, The Dale Ryan Report. I am Ryan Humor, and
I'm about Dale Time. Peace.
Hey, man. Peace and prosperity and gangster shit, bro. How was your weekend, man?
It was dope, man. Gotta celebrate one of my brothers, man. One of my older cousins, but more like an older brother, finally tying the knot. You know what I'm saying? So adding another link to the marriage here on our family end. You know, a lot of our family and many of the men were married. So now we got a lot of young men getting married, man. So it was beautiful. I got to go back out to LA, shout out there, and really had a great time. But just some highlights here. I mean, people always talk about me dropping 80. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't drop 80 on these little cats, but there were some little young dudes out there. They was challenging me as they usually do. My nephews who are like 15, 13. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna sit here in front of you and tell you they was like 18, 16. They were 13, 15. But just one of my highlights was they was just mad talking to me. And I'm in there fresh, got my Stan Smith on, so I ain't trying to get them dirty and shit, right? And these little motherfuckers is talking mad shit like, oh yeah, you ain't that guy, you ain't no hooper, woo, 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 right? I'm like, bro, I really do this though. Like y'all don't know this. Like I don't know if y'all misindicated. Like I know y'all daddy 5'4", but like I'm 6 foot, huge, big guy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? 180, you know, solid. And then had to let them know. They was all still hyped up, thinking they was going to beat me. One of the dudes out there talking hella shit, didn't know me, talking about my hairline pushed back, all this other shit, just trying to get in my head. But he don't know I grew up with the mouth himself. So I've just started digging in, roasting these niggas. Like, damn, you ain't talking with your fried hair. Because he had, you know, the little curly top that the cats be having now, the little cats. They all went to Odell Beckham. But, you know, so he had that going on. I'm like, yeah, your hair look fried. Here, let me give you some more fries. Bah! You know what I'm saying? Bah, bah, hitting them, right? But the point ain't to talk to you about. The point ain't to talk to you about me scoring on these little kids.
On 13-year-olds.
No, 13 years. The point is not to tell you that. Okay. The point is to tell you about how after that, so mind you, I was only in LA for 2 days.
Okay.
He didn't want to talk to me after that. He was hella cool with me previously before that. Then he didn't want to talk to me the whole entire time. My little man was like, after I dog walked him, literally, like it was a Saturday afternoon in the morning, and I had to get my dog out, and I walked him across the street over there so he can use the bathroom and urinate on hydrants. You feel me? He then was just, talk to him. But I tried to tell him, bro, I really get bugged, but after I started really hitting, because the problem was I wasn't hooping at first. I want to mess up my Stan Smiths. But then once my cousin gave me some real shoes, that was my size, and I was able to bust their ass, niggas had respect. And they was out here and these niggas not playing basketball like we used to play. These niggas tackling niggas because they football player niggas. You know how football player niggas go for your legs? That's what they trying to do. They trying to bum rush me, trying to hurt me. I'm like, bro, I can't get hurt. I got to go to work tomorrow. But then I just gave these niggas the business. That nigga was so mad. I'm in tucked up at the wedding because I'm a part of the wedding. Nigga, these niggas, after the wedding reception, they like, bro, you want to come outside right now? but overall, man, it was definitely a fun weekend. Long drive, beautiful drive. Always happy to go back and forth to LA. And just happy to see my family continue to get married. But yeah, man, just a little small highlight of my basketball career.
You were in a wedding. Like you were a part of the bridal party and you wore a tuxedo and you went to LA and you were there for a weekend for a wedding. And the highlight of your weekend is beating 13-year-olds in basketball. That's the highlight.
That's the highlight for me. Not the highlight of me beating him. The highlight of me is the highlight of me is that basketball is 50% physical and it's 50% mental. And sometimes if your physicality isn't as athletic as the young, because these little motherfuckers, I'm not trying to knock these cats. They athletic. They from your city. They from SF. These little SF kids. And you know them little SF kids be athletic, bro. He out there really running routes. I'm talking about, we were playing football too. They was out there doing the walk routes. I don't know if you ever see that on Instagram where they don't even run. They just try to walk the route out. Yeah. And you got to shake a person while walking and then catch the ball. They was doing that and real routes. And I swear to God, this little nigga might be Odell Beckham, low key. He was catching everything. He an athlete, you feel me? So that's why. 13-year-olds, bro, like, I mean, you want to tell that to Bronny James? Bronny James is a hooper. You ain't gonna tell him?
No, I'm giving you a hard time because I can think back to like the times where like I didn't know you when you was 13, but I knew you when you was 14. And I remember when like we would play against against people that we thought were old when we were 14, which was old, was like 19, 20, 21, 25 or whatever. I can't imagine the amount of shit like 13-year-old they would be talking to somebody that's dogging that's nearly 40. Bro, like, what do you get your old ass out of here?
But these little kids, they you got to keep in mind too. These little kids, they ain't like us. We respect our elders. You know, we'll be like, we admire niggas.
I'm not gonna sit in and like rewrite history, bro. I was high level disrespectful to every old nigga on the court. Like, I don't know about you. I'm playing like I'm talking about anybody listening right now. I'm talking about Sequoia. I'm talking about 24-Hour Fitness. I'm talking about other niggas call it Wu-Tang Park. I'm talking about Slippery Court. I'm talking about Portola. Portola in the city. Huh?
You ain't talking about 747 Camino Court.
I'm disrespectful to every OG that's on the court. Like, I talk shit to everybody. Like,
you didn't say nothing when Uncle Davey was skying above us.
I've never met that guy.
You never met Uncle Davey?
You and Vernon always talking about Uncle Davey. He was never there while I'd be there.
I thought you were talking about the old head that used to dunk. I thought you talked about that. But then, no worries.
Whether it be DeMar or Ty or all them old ass niggas.
McCain.
Cliff old ass.
McCain. You was clowning McCain?
Nah, because he would dog me. Like,
I was McCain out there.
No, you were not.
I was James McCain. I was James McCain that day. Tell you that much.
Also, James McCain never talking no shit. Like, he just.
I wasn't trying to talk shit. I literally.
Okay, nobody listening to this believes you. Nobody.
No, when I first got there, I didn't even know this kid. Let me be real. I only knew my own nephew, and I didn't even talk to him. I didn't even know the other kid. The kid started talking to me. He just started talking like, oh, y'all weak, you trash. I was just like, I just want to shoot around. I was showing them how to play 7-up. And then they was like, no, let's play 2-on-2. And they started being competitive. And then when he started talking about me, and I ain't gonna lie, he got me on a sensitive subject because he talked about my hairline. Then my feelings got hurt. And then I was like, oh, now this nigga talking about my hairline. I don't like that. And then I started giving that nigga buckets. And that's what happened.
They bullied you then?
They bullied me to make me bully them.
Oh, okay. Got it. That sounds like victim blaming to me, but hey, man, you was there.
Victim blaming is a lot around here nowadays.
But man, you ain't ever lied. You never lied, man. That sounds like a good weekend, man. I'm glad that worked out for you. Weddings are always a good time.
What did you do?
Me and my good friend Angel, we produced a show in Copperopolis, California. It was the first show I've ever produced. I mean, I co-produced it, but me and him went in and we got a venue and we had a food vendor and I booked the comics, did the lineup, everything. It was all good, man. It came together really nicely. We sold the shit out. We had like 75 people in there. It was popping. It was a nice turnout, man. I'm looking forward to doing more of those things. So that was cool. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. It was an interesting situation. This is the place where I used to go and get comped, where the homie that owned the winery would give me the room or whatever. But homie sold his winery. So since he sold his winery, I had to find like a new spot to do the shows at. And yeah, this new spot pulled up and it was good, man. It was good. It was a little bit of like, I'm not even popping enough to be dealing with no like industry spats. But like over the last like 60 days, I must be lit because the shit I'll be really feeling like Michael Jordan, man. Like, should be becoming personal with me, but I mean that just means you're doing something right. I mean they only put Jesus on the cross because he was popping, so you know that's why. That's like this nigga too poppy doing miracles and shit. Put him up on the cross. So that's how I feel like niggas are trying to like texting me crosses like, hey bro, hey you gotta slow down. But it's all good, man. I had an amazing time. I was a little nervous because the weekend before, I went out to go promote the show, right? So I went out there to go promote the show with Veronica, right? And we out here on the block, handing out flyers, chilling at like another spot that I'd be at. This one lady was like, you should know where you're at. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, do you even know where you're at? I was like, yeah, I know where I'm at. I'm in Murphy's. Like, I perform here. Like, what you talking about? She's like, okay. And it turns out she owns like another bar down the street or some shit and didn't like that I was giving out, that I was like, and I wasn't in the street like barking flies. I had flyers. I'm sitting there popping. You know how I do. I just post up. And because I have an aura about me, I have a look, he'll be like, damn, hey, like, what's that in your hand? Oh, this show. This you on this flyer? Yeah, this me. Oh, pull up. All right, cool, bet. And she didn't like it. So that was kind of in my head a little bit. But we pulled up. Everybody was just super nice. They loved me. Everything was all good. It was a good time, man. It came together really nicely, man. Shout out my homie Angel Lopez. And we're going to run another one maybe in like September or some shit.
Shout out. Y'all need to start making them out, man. Start making them. For all y'all that don't know, he will be performing on Wednesday at Tommy T's. Check out the schedule. Make sure you look it up. I posted it on my Instagram. You can also check out his Instagram. I will be there. This is a head notice that I will be there, me and the wife. So if y'all want to come out and see what my beautiful wife look like, y'all definitely can come out and see her, since y'all hear enough about her. But if y'all just want to come out and get a picture with me while I'll be there in the stands, supporting my brother, y'all can come out there and see me and
come out and come out. Why would somebody come all the way to see me to then get a picture with you?
That's how it works. Because
that doesn't even seem
because we a crew. Because you gonna be busy. You out here producing shows now. Like you big time. You Hollywood. Like they might, you know what I'm saying, at least get to the next. You know how it be when Wayne used to go out on tours and then Maine would be going to go get the bitches for Wayne. That's how it is for me and you. Like I go do the fan shit for you. You feel me? Keep you away from the fans. I don't want you to get assassinated. You big time now. You know what I'm saying? You big blood. You big Mozzie out here with the red bandana. Sack's very own. I'm trying to make sure we get you protected. So yeah, they could take a picture with me and then it'll feel like they took a picture with you because we one and the same.
That sounds like a hustle to me. And that's how artists be getting extorted. Like that's how niggas end up owing Suge Knight half of their catalog. Like he said he was just gonna look out for me, and the next thing I knew I had to give him all my shit. Like, nah, I know how that shit work. I get it. Speaking of you was mentioning 13-year-olds earlier. I was online just today, and then I saw this post about R. Kelly. And then this one dude was like, free R. Kelly. And then free R. Kelly, and one dude was like, nah, man, he was touching on little boys too. And then dude was like, for real? He was like, man, you live under a rock. He was like, I'm 13 years old. I don't care about R. Kelly. He's ass. And somebody was like, you're 13 years old. R. Kelly is ass is all I need to know. Because R. Kelly ain't ass. R. Kelly wild, but he ain't ass. He the furthest. R. Kelly's a legend.
Yeah.
But apparently this nigga's like he doing some legendary shit, man. I'm gonna let you explain what he did. I don't know if this is legendary, but you tell these people what's popping. Tell them what's going on.
I wouldn't use the word legendary. That's not. I don't know if that would be the right words for that. But it is definitely some spectacular shit to do it in his
spectacular.
And I'm about to specify why.
Where you choose? Okay.
Spectacular. And I say for his situation, if I was a criminal, it would look spectacular. Like, nigga, that's it. You going in the criminal guidelines for doing some shit like this. This is Stockholm syndrome at its finest. So if y'all don't know, Jocelyn Savage, who is the one who really kicked it off for R. Kelly's new trial to really go through in and for it to be further investigated on. And her family, Jocelyn Savage, the Savages, really wanted to see that R. Kelly was tried for being able to take away their daughter from their family and things like that. But however, in recent news, it is to be said that Jocelyn Savage and Robert Sylvester Kelly is now engaged. And this is just pure mail that is coming from the jail that basically Jocelyn Savage had wrote in and to try to petition to get her fiance off of these charges that have been allegedly, we all know that they're not alleged no more. We know that the shit is real. The man's been charged. But the charges that have been put against him, not to say, this is my fiance, things like that. Her being 26 with him being 55, to me, this seems like a manipulation point. This seems like some type of spokesperson or some type of R. Kelly's people. I don't even know if he has people anymore. Does he have money to have people? But
yeah, he got people.
Are probably getting to her to say, hey, we need you. Because this seems like the same thing that happened with Aaliyah. This seems like very much the same shit happened. Let's just say we about to get married and then he gonna get out of jail and be like, our marriage is off. Stop telling shit.
I don't know if that's the same, but nah, keep going. Go ahead.
But no, I'm saying basically he's trying to use this. In my take, I'm not for sure if it's 100%, but in my take, I think he's trying to indicate that they are going to get marriage that like basically I've never hurt her. I never did anything to her. See, she loved me. She wanted to marry me. She said yes. So look, how can y'all say that I kidnapped her and was only feeding her reused dog water out of a reused dog bowl? Like, I didn't do that. I loved her. That was part of our love. I wasn't pissing on her. I loved her. I was giving her a shower, like anything like that, you know. So these are basically the lines that he's doing. It wasn't love. It wasn't love. This is extended Stockholm syndrome. That's my belief. You think it's legendary. Why is it legendary?
Okay, here's the thing. You said, you said, does he have people? I said, yeah, he got people, but he doesn't have money. The shit you talking about, that shit costs a lot of money. So like to be like, hey, yo, we need you to be the spokesperson for this and say you engage in this man so we can work on his trial. He ain't got that type of bread no more. When I say he got people, I mean like he got people like her that like send him like $5 here and there for commissary. You get enough fans and you $5, then you good to go. Like, cause $5, you have people to send you $5 a month, you winning out here. And I think he got that type of money. Here's the thing, bro. Like, this is why I said it's legendary. Because like R. Kelly doesn't. R. Kelly can't read a room, bro. Like his ignorance is legendary, dog. Like,
okay.
Like when we were 18, 19, shit, I don't know, a long time ago. I'm gonna say a long time ago when we were 18, 19, R. Kelly's tape came out when he was peeing all over everybody. And he was so lit that it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And you can't read the room like that. Your tape got out, you had to get fake braids to go on BET and pretend that you was somebody else just so you couldn't do it. You got caught. You almost got caught, but you were so popping. You were so popping that you were. I'm gonna give y'all some perspective. At one point, R. Kelly was so popping that he was more important than Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon was on R. Kelly's song. I don't care whose song it was. Nick Cannon was on R. Kelly's song. I don't care whose song it was. Shit. R. Kelly was that popping. So like you got away with that one time, but for the years and years and years you keep doing this shit. Why you just can't be an old nigga going around doing whack dances like Genuine? What is you doing? Like for what? And the cool part about R. Kelly is Genuine can't sing without a microphone. So you got to keep doing whack dances. R. Kelly could sing a cappella underwater. He could have been touring. R. Kelly could be at casinos right now, minding his own business, singing. But no, what do you want to do?
I want to pee on you.
But this is the thing, right? This is why I say it's legendary, because it's like this. When you say this may be a move to go, oh, no, I never kidnapped her because look, she fuck with me, so this might be it. Nah, this just makes him look worse. Because I know what you're saying, but nobody would ever believe that. Like, yeah,
I don't believe it.
Yeah, nobody would ever be like, oh yeah, that must mean that like everything is cool. But to the point, when I say nobody would believe that, I don't like speaking in hyperbole like that. So when I say nobody, to me, not a lot of people. Because I saw other comments, I was like, free him then. If he engaged to one of the ladies that charged him, free him then. And then she said it breaks my heart the government has created the narrative that I'm a victim. She said, I'm a grown woman and can speak for myself. That's why I wanted to provide this letter to the court. So my thing is this though, right? This is what be kind of bothering me. This is what bothered me. And this is why I think he don't got people. Because when R. Kelly be doing these illiterate, horrible interviews, yelling at Gayle King or whatever her name is, I'll fight for my life. Everybody know he can't speak, right? And that he's emotional. So why not just have one of these ladies talk? Why not have like, instead of surviving R. Kelly, have like, instead of surviving R. Kelly, be like, yo, literally surviving R. Kelly. And then have these girls go and be like, no, it was really good. Like it wasn't Subway sandwich. He used to buy his Quiznos. And then you do all that. And you have a parade of that. But he don't got no bread or no people like that. That's why he got to go do his own shitty interviews. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Here's the thing.
Get to it.
Here's the thing, like, there's nothing he can do that could surprise me. Like, it's fucked up at this point because R. Kelly's one of those dudes. R. Kelly's one of those dudes like OJ, right? He's like OJ because what he was involved in isn't funny, but because he just does stupid shit, it makes it comical. I like in the inverse, right? Nothing about Bill Cosby is funny. People make jokes about it, but when you look at him, he evil as shit because he don't make it funny. He's just like, nah, I didn't do it. I didn't do that shit. Like, y'all let me out of jail. I'm, oh, all right, cool. Oh, he evil. It's not funny. Then he just disappeared. He went somewhere and now he could see, and now he's dealing with a whole bunch of white women minding his own business. But R. Kelly and OJ, they just do stupid shit to make it funny. And it's not, but they just be adding to the comic relief. If y'all go back to some through if y'all go back through our catalog of episodes, me and Dale probably, I think it's like episode 156, maybe 160, I don't know. But I'm telling you, R. Kelly name is on probably a smooth 31% of these episodes. Why? Because he don't stop doing stupid shit. This is dumb, bro.
And we report the stupid shit.
And I'm not even mad. The thing is, like, when it comes to that age shit, like 55, 26, I'm not even that don't really matter to me because, like, honestly, I mean, kudos to him because that's old for him. So it's like on his end, he basically like dating a senior citizen.
That's twice his age. Yeah.
Yeah, he don't really fuck with that too much. He's like, nah, I don't really mess with this. I usually like my woman like a tenth of my age. Like he want like a 15-year-old right now.
I was a new teenager.
A new teenager. Like one like the kid you was playing 13. Basketball, R. Kelly want the sister of that kid. That's what he want.
Or the brother.
So yeah, man, I want to ask you this. Do you believe that he really gonna marry her?
No, I don't believe he's gonna marry her. No.
I believe. Oh wait, you don't believe this is love?
No.
What? Man, tell me how. What you talking about?
I think
love.
This is not love, Ryan. It's not love. He don't love her. She may be in love with her. She may be in love with her style, with her catcher, but they're not in love, bro. This is love,
bro. This is love. This is one of those situations where you be in an argument with your girl or whatever, and then some wild shit happen, and then one of y'all end up going to jail. And me be like, I fucked up. I love you. I know I didn't.
That's not love, bro. That's called craziness.
Nothing that happened. Nah, that's how people get back together. Sometimes it takes tragedy to reach triumph. You know what I mean?
It never should take triumph. It never should take tragedy to reach triumph.
It do take a lot of times. It takes tragedy.
Not with love,
bro. Life is about redirection, bro.
They say relationships that are met on a tragedy are not gonna last.
Not met on tragedy. I'm not saying like that they met in the courtroom. They knew each other before court.
He was going to her school, buying her McDonald's. That's not knowing him.
Man, but honestly, in these streets right now, like bringing kids McDonald's that's supposed to be what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I have seen the meme.
According to the meme, black men aren't buying enough McDonald's for children. So if you saying R. Kelly that basically makes him a national treasure based on the narrative we got going on.
National treasure, all right, for sickos. But look, niggas, they're gonna have a whole special gala made for R. Kelly, the sicko gala. And
I'm gonna ask you this. This is what I'm gonna ask you this.
My dog.
Would you be like so? Let's say VH1 gets the rights to the wedding, and they do like a jail wedding or whatever, right? So VH1 is a wedding. It's like VH1 unplugged a wedding in jail or whatever. Would you watch it?
No.
Man, that's bullshit for real.
I wouldn't watch it, but I definitely would catch up on all of the social media content because they're gonna have hella clips. It's gonna be the wild shit, and it's gonna be the wild shit of him crying while he getting married type shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the whole wedding though.
But you will sign up though to watch it.
I'll watch a few clips to want to know what's going on.
Okay, cool.
Then I know they basically sold me. I get what you're saying. They basically sold me at that point, and then basically you might as well free R. Kelly. Understood. Understood. You're down to free R. Kelly? No, I don't want to free R. Kelly. I don't want to free R. Kelly. I don't want R. Kelly free, bro. I'm not being. I don't want that, bro. I got too many nieces. I don't know, bro. Where is he gonna end up? Where is he gonna be at? Like,
where is he gonna be? That's your concern. That's hell. It doesn't matter where.
It matters.
That's hella funny. Like, where he gonna be at? He gonna be in Hawaii? All right, cool. You can free him.
It's not Hawaii. I'll be going to Hawaii.
Just don't free him in Oakland. Like,
don't free that nigga in Oakland. Don't free that fool in LA. Don't free that fool nowhere about where I'll be going.
So the reason, go ahead, bro.
Free that fool up in in Alaska.
The reason I asked about the free R. Kelly thing is because recently you saw the R. Kelly got 30 years, right?
Yeah,
Racketeering, kidnapping, the whole myriad, right? And Ghislaine I'm gonna say Ghislaine, Miss Maxwell, she got 20 years for giving women to Epstein, like Epstein. Kidnapping them and coaching them and sending them just giving him little bitches or whatever, right? And she got 20 years, and then Derek Chauvin got 20 years for George Floyd, right? So a lot of the complaints or the critique is like, black man can't get a rap. Black man can't get a break. Black man can't get a break. You know what I mean? Because he got 30 years. He got more than Derek Chauvin and Ghislaine Maxwell. But like, my issue is, first of all, there's this. First of all, one, it doesn't matter, right? I believe it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. If y'all not going to give Derek Chauvin the chair or whatever, and I don't, again, like I don't got to go into my death penalty thing, but the death penalty is really like ineffective because they don't do it when they should. If y'all not going to give him the chair, 20 years, fine. Because that's just a long ass time to be in jail. Like, I don't know. Here's the thing. I have authentic shared jail experiences, if you will. And I know that if you in there for 10 years, your life about to just be different after. So first of all, one, it just doesn't matter. Like, they all in there for a long ass time. Secondly, there's this. I don't really know how you could compare like somebody that was basically I guess finessing women into a child molester's caverns as comparing them to like an actual child molester and finesser and like trafficker that's been doing this for like thousands of years that they did like a documentary on. Like, and you pop in. So when you pop in, they got to make things worse for you. Like, they really do just got to make them worse for you. And with the Derek Chauvin thing, like, that had to happen. Because if they went to try to get the death penalty on like 70 years with one jury, that's like, that's not fair. That's that young man's life. Then he would have got off. So, like, how do you feel about this? Do you feel like, I'm asking you, so do you feel like we should free R. Kelly, or do you feel like this is unfair, or do you think R. Kelly should get less time? Like, what do you? I
don't know why all these questions sound like it's free R. Kelly. You got a free R. Kelly shirt? Because that whole sequence of questions, should you free R. Kelly? Like, it seems like you're just asking me the same question in different ways. Like, should we free him or should we not free him but free him? Like, what's the question? Okay,
let me clarify this. Is his sentencing fair compared to the other like criminals?
That's an easier question. Okay. Yes, his sentencing is fair. Okay. The sentencing is fair. You stated everything within your monologue there when you stated that he's a big time celebrity. He already has. The thing is a lot of people now are so interested in these earlier cases, but a lot of times shit is piled on because of your previous evasions. So the fact that you were able to evade them previously, then the court system is mad. They're going to make sure that it's like you getting a punishment from your mom. If you fucking got bad grades the first time and somehow that got skipped, but she found out you still out here getting bad grades, guess what? You might get more punishment, even though your shit is a C. Like, I told your ass, no. You like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be that way. For Derek, I know people are upset. I know in this particular moment, we want the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth type of feel. And I understand it. And I know that in a lot of ways, our passion, our emotions are more so like, hey, this was George Floyd, he died, blah, 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 things like that. I do agree that this black man that died, lost his life. And I believe that the police officer probably does deserve more than the years that he got. But what you stated was very well said. If we pushed for more, it would have been an opportunity for them to push and say, just that one person within that jury say, I don't believe that this is what it should be. And all of a sudden now he done got totally free. I think it was smart for us to at least give him that amount of years and things like that. He lost his job. He lost a lot of things. The other thing that gets to me is this. Y'all are talking about, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go a little bit off tangent here. But
sure, yeah.
But shut up. But you guys are here. Yeah, he should get these many years and blah, 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 blah for killing that one black man. No offense, bro. Young Thug right now is on trial right now for killing multiple black men, right? But y'all talking about free him, though. The same motherfuckers who want Derek Chauvin locked up for thousands of years because he killed one black man, y'all don't want to give a fuck about this other black man that's a pop star right now, and y'all ready to free him because you like his music. So in a lot of ways, right, this goes hand in hand in this R. Kelly situation, because y'all okay with black men dying every day long as another black man do it. But the minute that some man in blue does it, all of a sudden they got to spend millions of years in jail. And this is nowhere near to support the police or anything like that. But I'm saying, if you really want to make change, the same energy we got for when a police officer kills a man, we got to have that same energy for when a black man kills a black person. And no matter what it is, because I've seen too many of my partners die by another black man and nobody give a fuck. But the moment that one white man kills a criminal, not saying that George Floyd was a criminal, but in some cases it's like, oh, he was doing criminal activity, but he died. Man, they wrong. They shouldn't have killed him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they should have. I'm saying we gotta have that same energy going forward for whatever. And then that way, when shit like this happen, it'd be more impactful for when shit like that would transpire. Like, oh, damn, the police officer killed somebody, and we just gave this dude right here 1 million years for killing this other guy, and they was all about that. It makes way more sense that now when you're talking about the person that's serve and protect us, we should give them even more years, because if we're doing all of that for a regular civilian, we need to be doing that for the people that we uphold high. But the thing is we talking about free regular civilians when they do shit wrong. We free this nigga, free that nigga, make him do the race, do this, do that, right? But none of y'all, and I can tell you right now, so many people on here talking about free YSL. The nigga was shot up nigga's grandma house. How many of y'all niggas want a nigga free that's shooting up grandma houses? Shooting up your grandma house? You know what I mean? Nigga, I'm not gonna lie, you could kill 1 million niggas. The million you niggas start killing grandmas, nigga, you gotta get fried.
Yeah.
Nigga, everybody love grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's kind of my
point. I give you that. I kind of feel like I understand. Let me ask you this: Why do you think the energy is different?
I think the energy is different because it's a certain type of thing that a police officer upholds, because when you go into serve and protect, and then it ties into where police were originally created for. Police were created to protect protect people like rich white people, things like that. It was to protect the white people from certain things. So that's the reason why they were policy. So a lot of times people are still looking at the history of a police, and because police do kill people, but we okay with. I'm gonna stop myself, and I want to be clear on what I'm about to say real quick. Okay. The reason why it's different is because we have been taught that it's okay to kill niggas that look like you. If a man walk down the street, he got the same swag as you, he look like you, he dress like you, but he from the other side of the block, and mentally, you ready to kill him because he look like you. You feel me? Because he looked like you. Subjectively, you taught to kill yourself every time. So because of that, we've gained this thing to think that it's okay to kill ourselves, but we can't let outsiders kill us. That's the same thing with the word nigger, right? Like, it's okay for us to call each other niggas. I'm not saying that I'm gonna speak freely. It's okay to say nigga in my mind, but when people say, "Oh, I don't want you to say nigga," and I don't want you to say nigga if because the nigga is my word. Basically, saying the same thing with this killing shit. We okay to kill each other, but minute y'all start killing this nigga, then it's bad. That's what the same shit is. It's the same kind of thing. But the thing is, we got to start holding ourselves accountable for the shit that we're doing. When babies out here getting killed, 3 years old, getting, drive-bys, not even drive-bys, niggas shooting up houses, niggas doing whatever they gonna do. Then we got to start thinking, bro, like, it ain't the police, it's us. Because I tell people this all the time, the moment that y'all start talking about defund the police or get all of the guns out of here, the only people who gonna have guns is the police and the criminals. That's it. So then they gonna be the niggas killing niggas. But I say that to say it's like we're just taught, we're taught to hate ourselves. We're taught, and so because of that, it's like we will think in our mind that nigga deserved to die. Niggas deserve to die by other niggas. You feel me? Oh, he was over there, in the cold. He called it like the same thing with this Nipsey trial. Well, did he call him a snitch? Because if he called him a snitch, Nipsey deserved to die. No, Nipsey didn't deserve to die. That wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit needs to stop. And the reason why we're so deductive is because we are being manipulated to believe that we gotta hate our own skin tone. So it's okay. And so, but the only thing but even though we've been taught to hate our own skin tone, anytime that anybody else do anything outside of our race, then they racist. So then we attack even harder from the people who hate on us, even though we hating on ourselves.
Those are bars. I agree, and I think that it's the celebrity of it, because it's like if people be like, "Yo, free Young Thug and them," because they don't know who like the victims are.
You're right.
So, but Young Thug and them are like more popular than the victims. So even like regardless of like what you may see, but I know there's the debate of what Nip said to do. Apparently, Herman Cowboy Jones said he didn't say that or whatever. But either way, people are still sitting by like waiting to see what's gonna happen when like shitty cuz like waiting on what's gonna happen with dude, because that punishment gotta happen. But and Rico said, niggas get shot every day, B. But right. because of Nipsey's celebrity, like everyone's kind of got the ear out, like waiting to see what's gonna happen, because you know who the victim is. Same thing with George Floyd, right? Honestly, like the reason like this happened is because like one, it was on video, and Steven Jackson is a very like, even to this day is underrated as far as like how he made that move. Like Steven Jackson is everything that like Kaepernick wanted to be, but Steven Jackson wasn't working for the league. So Steven Jackson could run around and just do whatever. Like, yo, y'all don't want me on TV no more, fine. But I'm going all over with all these phones. But we finna bless up. Everybody finna see me. That was my brother. That was my twin. So I think it's the celebrity of it, of why we're concerned about certain victims in certain situations. Also, there's this. When it comes to the situation about like, when it comes to like inner city shootings, like versus like the police, like inadvertently killing people, I will say that I am someone that cares more about like the government taking lives versus what's happening like within the city. The reason is this, is like, we both lived in places that were like violent and places that were safe. And like, we both have like parental figures that moved us from place to place because, yo, I don't want you to be over there. Right. So like our like individual liberty and responsibility as like humans, as like people in the US to move where we want, like that's our right. Right. So like I can avoid that. And the police should be handling that shit anyway. I can avoid that. I can't avoid the government like taking my life while I get pulled over. That's why it's a bigger deal, because I hold like the police officers that like more taxes doing that I have to call, because I gotta call them. It's not fuck the police. I'm a grown up. I gotta call you. So if I gotta call you, I gotta trust you. So yeah, I'll hold you more accountable than I hold a 16-year-old who dropped out of school with a gun. Like 16-year-old that doesn't go to school with the gun that's in the gang. Like, yeah, he's gonna shoot people. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm over here. It's like if you pull over me or my son or my brother or my cousin or whoever, and it's like, bro, like my boy ain't do nothing. Can y'all be cool? And that's the thing. I'm not saying that everybody get murked up. Don't get murked up. There's certain protocols when the people run up on you, like, yo, man, listen, I don't want no problem. Ain't gonna be no problem. Here go my hands. Here my hands lay on my belly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk some shit. Here my hands lay on my belly. But outside of that, I think that's why they get held to a higher standard. However, to your point, you can't be out here with the like gang on Thursday night and then with the BLM Friday morning at the protest, because you're part of the problem. Because like if you're somebody that's literally making the neighborhood dangerous, you're part of why the police are scared. Like that, so it can't be both, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that's where like the overarching hypocrisy juke comes from. Because people like you, the hypocrisy juke, which is also known as a whataboutism. Like, well, what about Chicago? And what about this? Okay, I understand what you mean by particular people that may be in Chicago. That's marching with the GDs one night and then marching with BLM the next day. I understand that. However, like that mom that can't afford to move, like that ain't got nothing to do with her. She's stuck. She's stuck. So it can't be like, well, that mom should go out and fix crime. No, nigga, that mom should be able to trust the police officers that she hires to take care of the city. So that's where That's where like
that's where the disconnect is.
That's where the disconnect is. And the problem is like when we got like two different political parties. So like it's really cool to say one thing and like really cool to say another thing, but you can't meet each other halfway. I was talking to this guy about this on Twitter the other day. We were talking about, I was like, yo, we were going back and forth about like gun laws or whatever. And I was like, man, we just need like better some type of restriction, some type of law. He's like, you can't just enforce a law and take everyone's rights. And I was like, I was like, well, what rights are you concerned about losing? It's like, oh, well, just name one, pick one. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, that's the problem. I'm like, I'm asking you an open question. And like, you can't tell me, like, and he's like, nah, because like, okay, name one law and I'll tell you how it's not going to work. I'm like, that's the problem. Like with the no laws at all people, the no laws at all people be like, nope, all the laws ain't going to work. You can't put no restrictions because there's ways to break all the laws. Okay, then the other side is like, well, just take all the guns. Like, no, you can't take everybody guns. Yeah. But there's no middle ground where it's like, nigga, name one law. And I told you, I was like, I've had this argument with people before. This is a no one argument because, of course, you can tell me how a law won't work. Most laws don't work.
You're right.
At the very end of the day, no, niggas was talking about niggas use this phrase, this buzzword that they say when they talk about they can't punish all of the Americans because of a few people. I'm like, and I said, this is what all sparked it. I was like, laws aren't punishments. Punishments are punishments. It's like, it's a punishment you take away my rights. I'm like, nah, man, like we all have to like wait in line and be more patient for particular things to like save the rest of society.
That's a regulation.
Most people aren't drunk, but DUI checkpoints slow down everybody. We all got to get butt naked at the airport because of 9/11. Ain't been no 9/11 since. And half of us, and like 10% of us pay the thing. We don't got to get butt naked anyway. So, and you only getting butt naked if you can. You only getting butt naked if you can't afford to not get butt naked at the airport now. But we all still do it just because it's a precaution. You know what I mean? So like, that's where niggas, there's no middle ground where it's like, what about one law? Nope, no laws. What about this law? Nope, take away everything. Word, can't be both. But that's how the magazines and the channel sell. So I can't front on it, man. Like it's fucked up.
It's fucked up. And I mean, even to your point, it's a regulation to a lot of things to people seems like punishment, right? A regulation, just to keep it even more simple, is like you go to a bar and they regulate you to have to buy 2 drinks. You know what I mean? This is a 2-drink minimum bar. Like you got to get you got to have 2 drink tickets. Like you paying this, like have you ever been to a bar? Maybe you got to go in and they give you 2 drinks. You pay $20, but with those $20, you have to go and get 2 of their drinks. You have to use your ticket to get 2 drinks. You know what I'm saying? Because they also, you may be going, especially for you, like somebody who's in the actual nightclub environment that happens to be, especially where it's entertainment involved. So because entertainment is involved, when you go and do something, because we don't want you just in this motherfucker just waiting to come see Ryan like, yay, Ryan, I'm here, not drunk, at the bar, watching him, not buying drinks, but just here, wasting y'all space, being free. Like, no, the regulation is because we're also a business, a venue. We need you to come also purchase drinks. So we're going to give you a door fee. So this way we can also pay for people getting drinks. With the regulation, sometimes do come benefits. So that benefits is what people think that aren't really breaking the law. It somewhat feels like they're bending the law because they feel like they can do a workaround, because the workaround is I can get the drink tickets, but I don't drink, but I'm going to give all my drink tickets to Ryan because he's an alcoholic. So he goes up there and gets 4 drinks. So he feels like he broke the law. No, he just bent the rules of what the regulations was. And that's a lot of times what happens. So a lot of people, even in someone like Trump, I'm not saying that he was smart about it, but I'm saying he bent the rules a lot. So a lot of times we doing stuff, breaking stuff, doing stuff that we can't do. It's like, no, he just figured out ways, loopholes, do shit. Laws are going to have loopholes. The problem is, you know what I mean, that you got to know those loopholes. That's where your injury comes in to study that shit. And having a gun and people go out and go get licensed to carry guns or do all of that shit. Those are loopholes. You know what I mean? But don't take away my gun. But y'all motherfuckers riding around with guns already, not licensed, not permit, no nothing, in your lap. And then you're poor. Well, I'm trying to protect myself. No, the regulation would be to go get a permit, license to carry, so you can have your gun on your lap while you ride.
I mean, and then even if they pass the law where it's like you can't have it on your lap when you ride, okay, don't do that, or just get a stash box. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's certain shit that even with the whole, even they did this several years ago. I didn't know because I don't smoke cigarettes and I'm not fucking I'm not 18, but like, I don't know, 5, 7, 3 months ago, 10 years ago, they made the tobacco law 21. It used to be 18. Smart. So I mean, then like our country isn't that old. So it's like things will always happen. It's like you fucked up people's freedom with cigarettes, and like that's not gonna stop underage smoking. It won't stop it, but it's gonna slow it down. Yeah. Like now you have less people able to buy minor cigarettes. There's literally less people can do that now. That's the idea of a law. Like, because I mean, I digress. But the point is, like, I feel like for some of these certain situations, there's a middle ground for like a lot of things. And I think that, I mean, originally we started talking about this with Derek Chauvin, and I believe, just to circle all the way back, the lesson learned from this is what happened with Trayvon Martin, where the charges weren't right. And the people in the jury was like, no, we can't charge it because it don't match up. But they could have gave Zimmerman like manslaughter 2 or some shit, and he could be in jail still right now if he did. He probably would have been out by now. But manslaughter 2 was like 10 years, I think. Yeah. It should have been 2010, give or take. No, 2013. I don't know. But he would have got some time versus like, nah, throw the book at him. That shit ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. And it don't work out. So,
and a lot of times we're trying to hold, I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry before you get ready to speak. I was gonna say a lot of times what we're trying to do is we're holding every case responsible for. We still holding motherfuckers cases that happen within the police for shit that happened to Emmett Till. You know what I mean? We're still trying to get resolutions for that. And that's part of the problems. Like, we can't keep doing it. See, they've been doing this since Emmett Till. Look. And then it's like, nah, I mean, this case is different. You know what I mean? We can't try to get this dude charges for what he did for Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't got nothing to do with that.
We be doing that like the Celtics be doing their championships. Like, nah, this all together, all this shit is his fault. And the problem is like, the weird thing about it is like that doesn't help the situation, because like these black people always bring up old stuff. Yeah. Like, yeah, but it happened though. But you know what? Fine. You know what? Let's pretend none of that happened. Let's look at this in a vacuum. Mm-hmm. Is this shit on this videotape okay? Like, regardless of what happened, like in a vacuum, and today, with the police officer dressed up the way he dressed up, George Floyd there, everything, just people just chilling. Today, as humans, look at this video. Does this make any fucking sense? Does this make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. So, nah, man, like, no, you're right. Like, I'm gonna make up this phrase. Just tragedy stacking, shit's bad. You can't just be stacking with tragedies. That's what women be doing. Yeah. Like, women be like, when I used to date Johnny, Robert, and Brian, they used to all say I had a big head, and now I feel like you looking at me like I got a big head.
What?
You just like
I never said that. I was actually just looking at your eyes, because your eyes hella big. Really?
No, because you said my eyes big. That means you just like them about the big head. Well, bitch, if it takes big head to have big ass eyes, so. That's how they got in there.
I love your big head though, but you don't love me though.
So I mean, in retrospect, when we bring all this together, like, and it all comes full circle, do you feel like it's free R. Kelly?
No, fuck R. Kelly.
I thought that
let that nigga rot.
I thought that let him rot.
That nigga rot. Yo.
Let him.
If Jocelyn want to be with that nigga so bad, put her ass in there. It don't matter.
Let him rot. You know what's fucked up? This is what I think though, Loki. I think this is about R. Kelly. This is what I think. I think that, like, you know how you ever been in a situation when you was younger, and like say it's like Friday night. No, let's say it's like Friday 2:00, right? And you off the whole weekend. You don't go back to work till, let's say you go back to work on Sunday. Somehow you got a Friday, Saturday off, right? You got Friday, Saturday, and Friday starts, you're like, all right, nigga, it's popping. And then in the beginning of Friday, you start wilding out. Wilding, like, you smoking weed, running lights and shit. It's good ass time, right? You're like, man, this shit popping. Like, I only got a couple more days. Right. I gotta go to work Sunday. So you wilding out Friday, stay up all night. It's Saturday come. Fuck it, wild out, just wild the fuck out, right? Because it's gonna run out.
Yeah,
and go back to work Sunday, hungover, we're just tired, like, oh, whatever, man, like, whatever, like, it was worth it, you know what I mean? Like, I had this amount, I was popping for a limited amount of time. This is all I could do with this amount of liberty I had. That's what I think happened to R. Kelly. I think in 2002 he was like, pissing feels so good, and then he was like, yo. He was like, yo, I'm gonna get caught eventually. I can stop now or just run the bag up. And then, because you could stop on Friday, like, all right, Friday was a cool, not a good time to wake up Saturday morning. I got some breakfast. Like, this shit was cool. Like, you know what I mean? Or you could just run the bag up. And that's what he did. He just was like, ran the bag up. And they look back like, it's been 20 years. Damn, I should have stopped. Oh, well. And then he didn't stop.
You're right about that. But I would even think about it like on dieting more than anything, right? Niggas be like, I'm a diet next week. So I'm about to eat everything. And niggas be like, niggas think they gonna do it like on Monday, start my fresh diet. I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna start doing everything. But Sunday night, you in there eating fucking Twinkies in there late night, middle of the night, eating beef jerky and drinking Red Bull, like just living it up. Like, this is all I got. Like, or when niggas like, I'm about to quit smoking and smoke hell and go buy pounds of weed. Like, after this, I'm done. Like, no, you're not. Nigga,
why is it beef jerky and Red Bull?
Because that shit sounds wild, don't it?
Beef jerky and Red Bull.
That just sounds like some shit you go get from AM PM late night. Like what can you here get? Beef jerky, Red Bull. Like,
that's what you have when I was talking about that Friday, Saturday. That's what you have on like Friday night at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
They're not selling alcohol no more. So you got to get beef jerky. You got to get
old hot dogs.
You got to get Slim Jim and Red Bull.
Yeah.
It's got to be Slim Jim. It can't be willy-nilly beef jerky from the liquor store that all of them be in one pack.
Yeah,
where everybody grab them at once. You might as well just get more than one because you already got everybody germs.
You got to get more. They don't even do that. That where they used to keep it in the front of the liquor store. And
they do that still.
No, bro, they stopped that since COVID.
Well, liquor store, we're okay, bougie ass nigga. Every liquor store I go to, they still got this shit in the front. Customers serve themselves.
Yeah, you still going to places like, you probably going to like grocery outlet liquor store version. But like,
I wish there was a liquor store version of grocery outlet. That should be popping. That should be popping this shit, man. Hey, listen, I want. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just said called the Let. That's what it's called.
I want to clarify something for you real quick. So just check us out. So for any of y'all that have seen my schedule that I have posted at About Deal Time, kindly mention all of those dates on all of those particular venues are all shows except for the Tommy T show. The Tommy T show is a mic. I'm only going to pull up and do 5 minutes there. If you are in the Bay Area and you do want to come see your boy, pull up at the Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica, California. I'll be doing 10, 15 minutes. That would be more worth your drive from Vallejo. I'm going to tell you now. If you're going to drive from Vallejo to come see your boy, I appreciate it. But in Livermore, I'm only doing 5 minutes. And I'm doing 5 minutes. It's a list of 35 comics. At Longboard, I'm doing a show. I'm doing 10, 15 minutes.
What is the Pacifica show? I'm sorry. Would you say that date again, just to clear for the people out there?
It is the Longboard Margarita Bar at 8 p.m. Sunday, July 17th, Pacifica, California. Sunday, July 17th. I'll be at Pacifica, California at the Longboard Margarita Bar. Probably do about 10, 15 minutes. We got a great lineup. It's me and my homie Jamar Pitts and several other people on there. It's going to be dope. I think it's like 4 or 5 total comics. Whole show might be about 90 minutes to 2 hours. Okay. Tommy T's, I'm a work on some stuff. So just giving you a heads up. I don't want you to push all the way from Vallejo to watch me only do like 5 minutes. Like, bro, like I thought you was killing. Nah. So if you're gonna come see me, you want to come see me do the thing, I'll be doing the thing Sunday in Pacifica. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. Come see him, man. Pacifica.
It's not that far from y'all if y'all in the Bay Area. That's right there in SF, right there by the beach. You can go right after that. You can take your girl. Y'all can walk on the beach, holding hands, interlocked. You know what I mean? And then talk about Ryan's performance and really good stuff. And make love on the beach. Piss on each other.
Don't do that after my show. Go do some gangster shit. Like don't be out here. Don't be out here. Don't be out here interlocking and making sweet love after my show. Go to 7-Eleven, get you a Red Bull and a Slim Jim, man. Listen,
and wild out.
Listen, man, y'all could be anywhere in the world right now, but y'all here with us and we appreciate that.
Hey, man, if you made it this far right now, right here, right now, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Then hit that bell button so that way you stay notified for all the shows. Hey, man. And man, like I say, man, if you made it this far, just know we here really fuck with you. So till next time.